If you love what you do, but still come home completely drained every single day, it might not be you. You might just be in the wrong job for your personality. And today, I'm sharing 7 signs that'll help you figure out if that's what's happening. Because once you see it, everything starts to make sense. Hey, I'm Ariel, and this is Quietly Leveling Up. As an introvert myself, I used to think something was wrong with me because work felt so exhausting. But here's what I've learned. Burnout isn't always about working too hard. Sometimes it's about working in a way that goes against how you're wired. So let's talk about the 7 signs I wish I'd recognized earlier, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. Sign number 1. If Friday night hits and you feel like you've been running on fumes for days, and it takes until Sunday afternoon just to feel like yourself again, that's a sign. Not that you're weak, not that you can't handle work, but that your job is asking you to be on in a way that depletes you faster than you can recharge. Introverts can be social. We can collaborate. But if your role demands constant interaction with little time to think, process, or work alone, that's not sustainable. And it's not your fault. Sign number 2. You actually enjoy what you do. The projects, the problem solving, the work itself. But the meetings, the constant check-ins, brainstorming sessions where everyone talks over each other, the quick syncs that could have been an email, those drain you more than anything else. If you find yourself thinking, I'd love this job if I could just do the work, that's a mismatch. Introverts thrive when we can go deep, when we have space to think before we speak. If your job rewards whoever talks the most or the fastest, you're going to feel exhausted and undervalued. Sign number 3, and this one hurts. You prepare, you do the research, you have something valuable to say. But in meetings, you get talked over. Your ideas get ignored until someone else says the exact same thing 5 minutes later, and then everyone listens. Or maybe you contribute in quieter ways, through detailed emails, thoughtful documentation, or one-on-one collaboration, and it just doesn't seem to count. If your workplace only rewards the loudest voices, you're not going to feel seen. And over time, that chips away at your confidence. You start to wonder if maybe you're just not good at this. But that's not true. You're good at what you do. You're just in an environment that doesn't recognize how you work best. Sign number 4. Introverts need deep work time. We do our best thinking when we can focus without interruption, when we can sink into a problem and work through it with intention. But if your job is full of constant Slack pings, drop-by conversations, got a minute requests, and open office chaos, you never get into that flow state. You're always being pulled out of your zone. And by the end of the day, even though you've been busy all day, you feel like you didn't actually get anything meaningful done. That's not a time management problem. That's an environment problem. Sign number 5. Maybe you got into this job because you liked the idea of the work, but now the actual day-to-day looks nothing like what you imagined. Instead of focusing, analyzing, creating, or solving problems, you're managing people's expectations, attending back-to-back meetings, or constantly being available. If the job description said collaboration, but what it really meant was constant interruption, you're in the wrong role. And here's the thing, that's not a failure on your part. You just need a role that actually lets you do what you're good at. Sign number 6. The culture around you celebrates always-on energy. The people who stay late, the ones who respond to Slack at 9 p.m., the ones who are always up for happy hour, always smiling in meetings, always enthusiastic. And you do great work. You care deeply, but you show it differently. You're steady, not loud. Focused, not performative. Thoughtful, not spontaneous. And in a culture that rewards extroverted energy, you feel like you're failing, even when you're not. If you're constantly being told to speak up more or put yourself out there, but that advice just makes you feel drained, not energized, that's not a you problem. That's a culture mismatch. And sign number 7, maybe the biggest one. You feel like you're pretending all day. Pretending to be more outgoing than you are. Pretending to love brainstorming sessions. Pretending you're not completely exhausted by the end of the day. You've built this work persona, and it's nothing like who you actually are. And the worst part, you're good at it. People think you're doing great, but inside you're just tired. If you can't bring your real self to work, your quiet, thoughtful, introverted self, without feeling like it's a weakness, you're in the wrong environment. So if any of these resonated with you, take a breath. Because this isn't about you being too sensitive, or not tough enough, or needing to just adapt. Introverts thrive on depth, not noise. We're not lazy, we're focused. We're not antisocial, we're intentional. We're not slow, we're thoughtful. But if your role rewards constant availability, performative enthusiasm, and thinking out loud, it's just not built for your strengths. And that doesn't mean you're broken. It just means the environment is wrong. So what do you do if you're realizing, yeah, I think I'm in the wrong job? First, figure out if it's the job itself or just the environment. Sometimes the role is fine, but the team culture, the management style, or the office setup is the problem. Can you negotiate for more quiet work time? Can you shift to async communication? Can you set boundaries around your calendar? If yes, try that first. But if the role itself requires constant interaction, noise, and surface-level collaboration, then it might be time to start exploring introvert-friendly paths. Think, roles that reward depth over speed, writing over talking, async work over constant meetings. That could be tech roles like software development, data analysis, or DevOps. It could be content, research, design, technical writing, or support. It could even be leadership, but the kind of leadership that's thoughtful, strategic, and one-on-one focused. And in the meantime, start building your quiet strengths. Get really good at written communication. Document your work. Share updates in structured, intentional ways. Show people that you don't need to be the loudest person in the room to be valuable. You just need to be given the space to do your best work. Here's what I want you to take away from this. You don't need to change your personality to fit your job. You can change your environment to fit you. And the first step? Just recognizing that the exhaustion you feel isn't a character flaw. It's a signal. And once you listen to it, you can start making choices that actually support how you're wired. So if this resonated, let me know in the comments. Which sign hit home for you? And if you want more content on career growth for introverts, subscribe, because that's exactly what this channel is about. Thanks for being here. And remember, quiet success is still success.